All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike 5, too little, Cupcake.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Blue draw, go.
Now Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear. but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120!
Mike.
Hey, Bus.
And bring it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here. Hey, Ford Tokyo!
Man, move it. You got to get that.
Buzz!
From the 38, Wentz escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Three down.
Kill.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat
6-6, bullet high.
All day, defense, all day. Mike 55.
2 jet.
Hey, watch the ball.
X3, 218, chop.
On first down, Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
44-yard line.
Here we go. 280!
In the middle, 55. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the twist. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, empty.
Back.
Here, shift. Kill. Hey, exit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Done. 180. Great.
Here I come.
Here, shift.
Bang.
357. Hey, foxtrot.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Gardner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
What you got, Harris? Give me some. Give me some.
2-jet bomber. 2-jet bomber.
At the 45-yard line.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 5. Mike 5. So don't say nothing.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's it, baby. We don't work. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Joe Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
Here we go. Waiting.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch
Black, come on. Hey, kill. Hey, Ford Tokyo. Done.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Complete to Marquise Goodwin.
Let's go, fellas.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, other side, solid. Here, sit.
You got nothing.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 5.
Ready?
Jones now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Motion.
Mike 5. Mike 5.
Throwing Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Jones on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 12.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Mike 5.
I got him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10
Baby, let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for the Eagles. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 280. Wrap.
Watch the run. Tighten up.
They'll run with Sanders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Pilot, 64. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Ready.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
80 weapon.
Mike 5. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Go.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go! Go!
Here we go. And we're going 37's the mic.
Jones on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
Jones' pass intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40-yard line.
Push him.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 54.
Ram.
4. 3 buzz. Kill.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll run on first down. Mixon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch it.
Hey!
Watch it slant.
And we're going 30
Step.
Throwing again.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Jones.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got room to run past the 20. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Hey, Delta.
He don't want it. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Hey.
And we're going 37.
Five.
Mike 37.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the 2 points always stings, but they can put this in the end zone. You can make it a 2-score swing.
That stinging is probably that shot you take to the body. But now they can hit them in the chin with a big one, can't they? I mean, they can come right up and smack them and really create a great advantage for themselves.
An opportunity to take advantage. We'll see if they do just that. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Buzz!
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
I'm coming. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. That's right.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And Wilson has it. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Hey, Jets, get it.
Now Jones, throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
Come on,
a big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Let's go, baby. 57's the mic. 57.
Go.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 57. Mike, 57. He can't hang.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
57's the mic.
Jones now operating from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Under 10. 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Hey, great 15. Great 15.
Mike's 54.
Wait, look.
Now Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep left. It got his man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch the safety creep. Check 36.
Liz 5-3. Liz 5-3. What's that?
Watch the twist.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Wentz now 9 of 17 through the air.
Bus.
Flare, alert, flare. Check 3.
Hey, ram.
He's coming. We got double up.
Here, shit.
54. Mike 54. 1, 2, 3.
This is Mixon.
I got you, son.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Here we go.
Another try for Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Back to throw. Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants take over 1st and 10
Go.
at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 32 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Giants, 48.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
Jones pass, intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bandit.
Lion. Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.